Okay, so today let's do the program. Write the program I am dictating. Write a program. Write a program to display. Write a program to display reverse string. To display reverse string. Second one. Write a program. Write a program to sort the string. Write a program to sort the string. Okay? Got the question? First is to reverse the string and second is to sort the string. Okay? Try, then I will show you. How will we do that? Okay, what we need to do first? Sure. To find a reverse string, what we need to do? Take a string, obviously. That's the first step that we'll do, okay? So let's have a class plus reverse. I'm taking a class public static void main string string args. And remember to give S capital because string is a class. It's not a data type that you can keep it small. Okay. Now let's take a string S string str. Now, right now I'm directly initializing it, but you should use a scanner class to read the stringer. You know how to read a string, right? Everyone? Yes or no? So you can read it, right? Right now I'm just directly taking some string so that we can work directly. Okay. Now suppose we want to reverse this string. What should I do with a scanner? ओके लेट्स डू इट विथ अ स्कैनर. आप लोग कुछ आंसर तो देते ही नहीं हो, मुझे खुद ही गैस करने का. क्या इंपोर्ट करूं? What which package I need to import?
java.util.scanner.
Util dot scanner I can do, or I can do star. Okay. Now in the here let's just give the value. I can give null also. Okay. And if you want, we can just keep declare the variable str. Fine. Now scanner s equal to new scanner system dot in, right? Then str equal to s dot next line. Yes or no? Is it correct? Okay. Now, if we want to reverse the string, we will have to use it as a characters. Yes or no? Because we need to display from the last character till the first character. So I need to convert this into a characters. So how we can convert it to a characters? What should be the size of this character array? कैरेक्टर एरे का साइज कितना होना चाहिए? जितना आपका लेंथ है स्ट्रिंग का. सो str डॉट लेंथ, राइट? That much should be the size of a array. Now, which function is used to convert string to an array? Hmm? To char array, right? To character array. So how can we do that? So if we don't want to make it like this, better option is we can directly write str dot to character array, right? It will directly convert it to an array. Now what we need to do? We can start for integer I equal to str dot length up to I should be length minus 1, because index will be minus 1 till I is greater than equal to 0. Yes or no? And I minus minus. can create a new string, or we can directly display the character. What we should do? We should display a string, or let's have a string variable, another string r. Okay. And or let's have it over here only. स्ट्रिंग वेरिएबल चाहिए ना जिसमें हम इसको इनिशियलाइज कर सके, एंड लेट्स क्रिएट इट एज न्यू string array so that many characters will be assigned. Let's wait a minute. Now here we need one more variable over here, so we can take j equal to 0. We can increment the value of j plus plus. Why I need this variable? r of j r of j equal to array of I. Can I do it like this or not? See, there are multiple ways of doing this. Let's see whether this works or not. What I did is, see here. First, we read the string, we converted it to an array, right? Now, we created another array R, and we are putting a last character into the reverse first character. So I'm incrementing, I'm starting j from 0 and taking it till there are characters in the array I. Now, once it is done, this is a character array. So I just converted this character array to a string that is reverse. Okay, fine. What I did,
ये मैम फोर लूप नहीं समझ में आया.
एक एक कैरेक्टर डाला उसके अंदर. ध्यान से देखो, स्ट्रिंग डॉट लेंथ -1 बोला है, मतलब लास्ट कैरेक्टर. अगर हेलो है तो ओ will be the last character which I am putting in the reverse array as a first character. J value is 0. I value is of the last character. So J में R0 में सबसे पहले जाएगा O, उसके बाद L, L, E and lastly H. Okay. Suppose this is hello. So R is a reverse array where we are having nothing. And we are saying that array ka ith index which is pointing to O. So we are putting O as a first character in R of J. Then J is incrementing, it is coming at the position 1. And I is decremented, so now it is pointing to L. So now it will put L over here. and so on. That's why it is able to do the reverse of it. I forgot to close the main function. See here, we are getting it correct, right? str.length means it will give me 5, but last character index will be 4. So I am doing -1. So array of 4 पे जो भी character है that we are putting in R of 0. Next time array of 3 we are putting it in R of 1. Then array of 2 we are putting it in R of 2 and so on. So this is one way of doing the reverse. Another way of doing the reverse is if I don't want to take two separate array. Okay. If I want to use only one. Okay, first, have you written this? Then I will show you the changes. Have you all written this? Everyone? Okay, so let me make the changes. We have read the string in str. Now, instead of using two different arrays, I can create here a array. I'm not converting this to an array. Okay. What I am doing is I am creating a new character array with the length of the string. 5 है तो इसमें भी 5 होना चाहिए, 5 characters. Okay. Now, what we are doing is, or what we can do is, array of j. j में क्या index है? What is the index in j? j की वैल्यू क्या है अभी? 0.
0.
सो एरे में 0th पोजीशन पे हमें कौन सा कैरेक्टर चाहिए? लास्ट वाला. लास्ट वाले कैरेक्टर का इंडेक्स क्या है?
4.
4. हाउ वी कैन गेट दैट 4? वी कैन गेट इट फ्रॉम आई. मिल सकता है ना आई पे से 4. So here I can use str dot. We have the function character at. So we can use the function character at an index I. And now in the reverse, I can convert this array to a string. So instead of using two different array, I just created one array. स्ट्रिंग को मैंने स्ट्रिंग में ही रहने दिया, उसे मैंने एरे में कन्वर्ट नहीं किया. एंड आई एम यूजिंग द फंक्शन कैरेक्टर एट. तो पहली बार वो कौन से पोजीशन का कैरेक्टर लाएगा? 4. नेक्स्ट टाइम कौन से पोजीशन का कैरेक्टर लाएगा? सेकंड टाइम जब ये लूप चलेगा तब? थर्ड. राइट. If you are not getting a clear idea, have a habit of printing it. Let's display value of I plus value of j plus value of str dot character at. Let's see what output we are getting. हाँ सेमीकोलन भूल गए. प्लस भूल गए. See here. First index is 4 of the last character, which is O. So we are getting character at position 4O, which we are putting at index what? First it is showing me I, then J, and then the character. First I value is 4, J is 0. तो फोर्थ इंडेक्स पे जो कैरेक्टर है वो हम कौन से इंडेक्स पे अब रख रहे हैं? 0. So that's why first character we are getting is O. Then which is at third index, we are putting it at which index? 1. So the next character we get in a reverse is L. Then again L, then E and H. Got it, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's do the second one, sorting of a strings. Now to do the sorting of a string, first thing that we need is an array of strings, right? So how many strings we want? That is the first question. So that we can ask the user, or right now let's assume we'll read 5 strings and let's sort them. Okay. So now we need an array of string. So we need new string and we know 5. So I am initializing it with the size of 5. Okay. Now this reading that we need to do how? So let's take integer I for I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, and let's read the strings. Scanner, we can declare it one time only. We don't need to do it 2 times, multiple times. So that will be outside. Now we'll read it. Str of I equal to s dot next line. Yes or no? Now what we should do? चलो बताओ, ये सब तो आप ऑलरेडी कर चुके हो C++ में. इसमें नया क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग? दिस इज जस्ट द वे वी आर राइटिंग इट. क्या करना पड़ेगा टू फाइंड आउट विच स्ट्रिंग वैल्यू इज लार्जर देन अनदर? कंपेयर टू स्ट्रिंग्स. तो उसके लिए कौन सा फंक्शन है? विच फंक्शन इज देयर टू कंपेयर द स्ट्रिंग्स? आप
What compared to?
करते हो? You need to do similar one only. Start your loop from 0th index. I loop for int j equal to I plus 1, j less than 5, j plus plus. Now what we need to do? We need to compare if str of I dot compare to str of j. If we compare this and if we get value greater than 0, what does it mean? अगर 0 मिले तो क्या, लेस देन 0 मिले तो क्या, और ग्रेटर देन 0 मिले तो what does it mean? 0 means
Equal.
both strings are equal. If we get 0 means both the strings are equal. If we get the value greater than 0 means the string at the index I, मतलब जो पहला वाला है, it is larger than the one which is inside. Okay, means the first string is larger than the second string. And if I get less than 0, it means the first string is smaller than the second string. Now, if it is greater than the, ये वाला sort क्या करेगा? Largest value, or you can say the smallest value will be brought at the 0th position in the first loop, right? So if it is like that, we need to swap them. How we can swap it? We need to take temporary variable temp equal to str of I, then str of I equal to str of j, and str of j equal to temp, right? And we need a string variable that is temp. Is it correct or not? And then we need to display it कि सही से हुआ भी है या नहीं. So for system dot out dot println sorted string for I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. System dot out dot println str of I. लॉजिक समझ में आया? मैंने कुछ नया नहीं किया है. द थिंग विच यू हैव ऑलरेडी डन, सॉर्टिंग विच यू हैव ऑलरेडी डन मेनी टाइम्स. लॉजिक समझ में आया है इसका सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's check whether it's fine or not. I did it in the same one. चलो कोई नहीं. I didn't save the program. Which string should be first, which string should be second, and which should be third, and so on. चलो बता, आउटपुट में कौन सा पहले आना चाहिए? ABCD should be the first one. Then Then Fi should be second, third hello, fourth Som Lalit, and fifth world. Okay. Are we getting it? Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So done. Okay. So now I think you should be clear that how these functions can be used. Now there is another string class which is known as string buffer. Now what is the difference between string class and string buffer class? So string class is such a class where it is immutable, whereas the string buffer class is a mutable class. Mutable in the sense you can add additional string with the existing one. Means you can increase and decrease the size of the string in a string buffer class, which is not possible with a string class. That is the major difference between the string buffer and string class. So there is a method in a string buffer which is known as append, which can, where using that you can add the additional string into the existing one. Okay. Rest of the methods are nearly same, but there is a method called reverse in a string buffer class which will reverse the string. You can change the character at some position. So वहां पे हमारे पास सिर्फ एक ही फंक्शन था character at, which returns a character, whereas here we have a function which is called set character at. You can change a character at a particular position. You can set the length of the existing string. You can increase or decrease it. We can remove a character from between also. Okay, let me show you one by one each of the functions. So string buffer class, the constructors are string buffer. Default constructor is this. B is also capital in string buffer. Then we have string buffer, and we can give the size of the string. Suppose if I give 5, then we'll have a string with a 5 characters. And we can have a string buffer with a string. So we can create a string buffer with 5 characters like this, or we can initialize the string itself. If I want to append, then suppose I have string buffer SB equal to new string buffer hello. I am having a string with 5 characters, but I can append in it SB dot append world. So initially my string was of only 5 characters. Now my string length will be of 5 plus 5, 10 plus 1 space, that is 11. You can use the length method with the string buffer also. It will return the length of the string. I'm showing only the one which are different in it. बाकी आप already use कर चुके हो. If you want to display the reverse string, you can use sb.reverse, जिसके लिए अभी हमने प्रोग्राम बनाया string buffer में उसका सीधा सीधा function है. It will display, if you write it in println function, it will display the reverse of the string. There is a function sb.delete. and we need to give the starting and ending character position. So if I say 1 comma 3, then it will delete which characters? 1 means E, 0, 1, 2, and 3. So E, L, L will be removed. Now my string will be HO space WORLD. Okay. एंडिंग -1 इंडेक्स तक, मतलब सिर्फ दो ही कैरेक्टर रिमूव होंगे, ई एंड एल, स्टार्ट फ्रॉम फर्स्ट इंडेक्स एंड गो अप टू सेकंड इंडेक्स. Okay. And if you want to delete at a particular position, then it is sb dot delete character. If I say 3, then it will delete a character at the index 3. There is one more function which is called sp.set character at. You need to give the position and the new character that you want to set at that position. At third position, it will add set a character S. Fine. These are some of the functions which are not there in the string class, but they are there in the string buffer class. Should we do one example of string buffer? चलो एक प्रोग्राम बना लेते हैं स्ट्रिंग बफर का. Class string, let's have buffer. Public static void main string args. Okay, so now string buffer sb equal to new string buffer. Let's take hello. Now there is one method with sb which is known as insert. Insert which position you want to insert, suppose at index 0, and whatever you want to insert. So Lalit. And if now I display it, system dot out dot print ln sb, then let's have sb dot set character at. What argument it takes? Set character at index, suppose 2, and character I want to set is $. Okay. Again, let's display the SB. What it is doing, you will come to know. Right? Then SB dot append world. Let's display its length also plus plus SB dot length. Okay, let's do this much and check it out. Let's save the file buffer dot java. Let's compile it. Java C buffer dot java. Java buffer. See here. हमने क्या किया सबसे पहले हेलो तो डिस्प्ले नहीं करवाया है सीधा हमने इंसर्ट किया सोमललित एट इंडेक्स 0 सो इट इज बीन एडेड फाइन then we changed the character at position 2 to dollar so it 0 1 and 2 m is getting changed to dollar then we appended word now if you count the length is 20 initially jab string start kiya string buffer the length is only 5 but then I inserted Somlalit, then I added world. So along with the Somlalit space, hello space, world, the length is 20. So this is not possible in the string class to insert new characters or to append the string at the end. That is possible only with a string buffer class. So when you want a variable length string, instead of using string buffer, we should use instead of using string, we should use string buffer. Okay? Clear everyone up to this?
Yes.
Bolo. बोलो पूछना है कुछ fine so let's end the session second is also mine so have a break of 10 minutes and then we'll meet again okay